Alrighty, so looking at the key points of today's review, we are going over proportional relationships in all sorts of types of problems, including ratios, rates, and percents. So the first thing I want you to write down in your notes is that the first step is to set up our proportion using what, no, need. Then we're going to identify the what two units we are comparing for the W. We're going to then identify the ratio that's comparing both of these items at the same time. That would be the K. And then we will identify what the question wants us to find and use a variable to represent that. That's going to go under N. And then we know our last step to cross multiply and divide. So let's go ahead and look at a problem on the next slide to practice. So Tariq pays $22.10 for 2.6 pounds of salmon. What is the price per pound of the salmon? So the first thing I'm already seeing is that they are paying an amount of money for this much of salmon. So let me actually highlight that part as well. And the question wants to know the price per pound of the salmon. So the first thing we're going to set up, if we're talking about price per pound, let's go ahead and write that. We are talking about two different units here. The price it costs and the pound, like the weight of how much we buy. So that's going to be important as we begin setting up what, no, need. So what, no, need. Remember, our first ratio is going to be the two units that we are comparing. In the question, it says price per pound. So those are the units, price and LB for pounds. Okay, now we can move to the second and third ratios, right? What do we know about the money and the pounds at the same time? Well, if I look back at the question, it says that he is paying $22.10 for 2.6 pounds, right? This is the cost for this much weight. So I'm going to put $22.10 into my ratio, but where do I put it? Well, since it's dealing with money and I put money on the top, I'm going to also put the price on the top as well. If I had put the price on the bottom, then I would have put this amount on the bottom. So however you label it is going to be super important with how you place the numbers in your ratio. So keep that in mind. Money is now going to all be on the top and the pounds is going to be on the bottom. So I see that he paid $22.10 for 2.6 pounds. So again, the pounds I put on the bottom of the ratio, so therefore 2.6 goes on the bottom. Great, we're almost there. Now I'm going to put what I need to find out. So they want to know what is the price per pound. So when they talk about per pound, how many pounds are they talking about? Well, when we say per or each or every, if they do not give us a specific number afterwards, then they are talking about one of something, right? This is the unit rate. This is the amount of one. So I know we're talking about for 1 pound. So where would I put the one again? Well, if it's talking about pounds, it's going to go here on the bottom. And if they're looking for the price, we don't know it, so we need to pick a variable. We could put P for price, D for dollars, X for the amount, whatever variable you want to use, so long as we have a variable in its place. Our ratio is now set up, so all that's left is to cross multiply and divide. So $22.10 times 1 is $22.10. And 2.6 times P, I don't know what P is, so I'm going to just write it here. 2.6 times P, be very careful, this is a multiplication sign. And so since we don't know what 2.6 has to multiply to get $22.10, we need to work backwards and divide both sides by 2.6. I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator here to get us through it a little bit quicker. And I see that the price is 8.5, but since we are talking about money, we don't say 8.5, we say $8.50. So our complete sentence, the price per pound of the salmon is $8.50. So you're going to complete this on your own throughout the rest of the slides, remembering to first identify what the question is giving you, 2, identify the unit rate so that you can find the two units that you are talking about, the two labels. You're going to set up what, no, need. You're going to cross multiply and then solve. Here we go.